Hello and welcome back to the channel where we are building a video game from scratch using Love2d and Lua. We added knockback to our bats, which we need to adjust the value of because they're getting knocked way back. And then if we hit them more than twice here, they turn brown. Hey, good evening, Loki. How's it going? Hey, I tried your Halloween game yesterday. I thought that was fun. I liked all the camera moves you got going in and all the different characters, but I didn't get to the end of it. I hit a bunch of different characters and then I went to sleep, so I didn't get a chance to finish it, but I'm gonna check it out some more. Okay. Gosh, I am like running on fumes here, but what we're trying to do today is we can adjust the knockback for the spellcast on the bats, and then we can try remaking our fleeState for our bats, which just can be triggered from either a pursue state or a attack state, and when we change the state to flee, all we do is pick a random direction or whatever and fly off. The end is quitting. Okay, so I did hit the end. Cause I was like trying to memorize all the names. I was like, okay, I gotta just know which names. I gotta know which names are gonna chase me out of here. So I gotta just know to avoid them. That's funny. It was fun. It was cool. Like I really liked all the camera angles and all the character models. Like they were really cool. Okay. So we tried to add a state yesterday and it was failing. So let's see if we can figure out why. Now, when we insert a bat, we're looping through all our entities and we're saying, hey, if we're a bat type, go ahead and go into our state machine table and go ahead and instantiate a couple different states. And we're putting in, oh, you know what? We got rid of it. We need a bat flee state. So we say bat flee, and it's a key in our state machine. And then we have to have a corresponding state. So if we look at our states, we have a bat flee state.lua, and oh my gosh, was this? We didn't have an S here, which could have been why it was messing up last time. But bat flee state includes oh, it's base state. It's base state like this, base state like that. So we inherit the base state for our state machine, and we call this one bat flee state. And we've got an update and a render. So let's go back to our declarations here, and we'll try to add it. Bat flee state, and it does take in an entity. Here we go. Okay, so we've got a bat flee state. Okay, so right now we are deducting our bat's health when we collide with a Cinti. I don't know what Cinti is. Is Cinti is like an asset store? I've never heard of that. Bat flee state. Okay. So if we look at our attack state, we should look at whenever our health is smaller than 0, then we're going to play the sound. We're going to change our animation to be the brown bat, not the blue bat. And then we're going to go on our entity and run the change state function. And we're going to pass it the key of the state we want to change to, bat flee. So this is just in the attack state, but we need this in the walk state as well. For right now, let's just test it here. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, never heard of that. We need to make sure they're red, and then we hit them. See, it doesn't look like... Well... What? Okay, it might have changed the state. Well... No, because if we look at the bat flee state, we don't have a process AI, and I think that's why we crashed. So maybe in the process AI, we just give it an updated dx dy, and then let me see. Okay, so we need this process AI because we're running this process AI function on any state. So if we're ever missing a state with that, if we're ever not including the process AI in a state, it will crash. So let's give us this process AI function, and we'll put it before our update. And I think all we want to do is just modify our DX. So let's have it go up and to the right. So we'll say if we process AI, we just want our entity's DX to be positive. So we'll do the absolute value of whatever its DX is. And then we want dy to be negative. So we'll multiply it by -1 after we take the absolute value to make sure it is a negative number. -1. And then we should, I'm hoping, oh, this should be the flee state here. So I think what happens is it knows what state we're in, which we changed to a flee state. Then it's going to go ahead and update, which will move us by our velocity. Oh, but you know what? We did give velocities here, so let's see what happens. Let's see if we crash or whatever. They're still not doing anything. They should be, you know, they're still acting as if they're in the pursue state, then switch to the active state. So why are they not doing what I want it to do? So we change the state here. In the process AI, we say we can change the state to a bat walk. Bat attack state. Oh, yeah, change state to bat flee. So, yeah, we're doing the exact same thing. So that should be the correct usage. But why is bat flee not doing anything? Let's see. Bat flee. Okay. So why? Yeah, if we walk it through, I mean, we could print up what state we're in, I guess. we have a dot state machine. Oops. Let's try this. We have a dot state machine. Okay, we gotta do some digging. So what I'm gonna do is only have one bat. So we'll take out this bat and this one, and we'll only have the one bat. That'll make it easier to read the debugging that we're about to insert. And then to insert some debugging, we want some more. Normally we just print it to the screen in Love2d, but since we're printing up a state machine, it's going to be a whole lot of values and we're not going to be able to read it all. So I'm going to debug to the console so that we can read it there. So I guess let's go to our fleeState. And let's just try to add it as a debug here, maybe. Yeah, let's just try to add it here, I guess. It doesn't really matter if it's in the render or not. Okay, so we're gonna do not a love.print, but a print. And what we're trying to print, and we use a library for this called inspect, capital I. We're gonna inspect, and actually I think I want to do this in the map because then we have access to the entity a little easier. So in the map, we should inspect our current map and then it's in the dot entities. And it's index 1 because there was only one bat we inserted. And then we're going to print up the state machine table and see what that is. There should probably be a name in there. So we close the inspect and then close the print. And then to get this to print in the console, we have to actually go here and say that we want a data console. So let's see if we can see the state machine of our one and only bat, and we cannot. 385. I hate this. Oh, was it in... Where did we crash? Map 398 or 385? Okay, map 385 right here. Okay, so maybe it's not... Oh, I spelled column wrong. Let's try that. Okay. So look, we have the bat fleeState. If we cancel this out, we can scroll through, like, it knows we have, in our state machine, we have a bunch of different states. But I don't see, oh God, see, and this is why I hate it too. The console, I don't know if it's, I blame Windows. I blame Windows almost exclusively for that. It just erases my console. Empty states. I'm trying to see if we can say, like, what is the name of the state we're in? But I can't read it. I can't see any of it. How do we do it different? Can we run this not in Windows PowerShell maybe, but in a different console? No, I don't want to do that. Let's see if we can dig in the code and see. We want to go to our state machine, and it has, like, we want, oh, is it current? Current. Let's try that. Okay, because we're trying to see if the state changes to our fleeState, and then we can debug further from there. But we're going to go into our state machines dot current name and try to print that up. And let's see. Now we have a movement timer, and this is just so jacked up because as soon as I pause it, we lose it. Maybe if I run it not full screen mode, it would allow us to scroll? No, it's just broken. Why does it do that? Why? Okay, so instead of that, gosh, I hate that. Like, if there's one thing that should be easy when making a game, it's like printing stuff to screen to see if it's doing what you think it should be doing. And Windows Terminal does not make that easy. So let's go back to our map, and we'll go to the bottom, and instead of doing a print, we'll print it in the game so we can for sure see what's in there. It'll probably be cut off. But we want to print the value, which inspect, does inspect turn it into a string? I think it might. So that all we have to do is say where we want to print it, and we'll just say print it at the top left. Okay. So current frame. See, so current, it doesn't have like a name. Oh, I saw fly. It's in fleeState right there. And then it should be in attack. No, it still says fly. Let's see if it changes to flee. It does change to flee. So something is going wrong. I mean, it was only ever in fleeState, which we need to change it. It needs to be pursue, and then attack, and then flee. So let's just first of all get that fixed. So when we put in our, see, but it said fly. It said fly, and that was the animation. That was the animation, not the state machine, because if we look at our entity defs table, which is where? Yeah, see, we have flee or fly. Okay, so that was just the dot animations, not the state machine. So when we went to print that up, it was printing the animations. So state machine dot current. So we have an entity, we have animations table. So what's after the animations table? There's an entity and animation. See, I thought that this would pull. This doesn't pull like the name of the state we're in. It just pulls the data that's in the current state. So it doesn't print, it doesn't let us know what is in there. I guess we could. Okay, I got an idea. What we could do, yes. Okay, I'm remembering this now. We have solved this in the past by doing, all we've done was, let's say we're in the bat walk state, which is our pursue state. We need to have a value in here that is called type or something like that, and we'll give it a string of pursue. So if our type of our state is pursue, then we know we're in the walk state, which we'll rename to pursue. But then if we're in the attack state, our init needs a type of attack. It should be called name instead of type. State name attack. state name pursue. Okay, and then our flee state, we need to harpoon it also. Yeah, flee state will have a dot state name equal to flee. Okay, so now in our map, we will print up not the actually, yeah, the current state machine, but inside the dot state name field. So now we should be able to trick or see. Okay, so pursue state, cool. Then once it gets to us, attack, cool. And then once we cleanse it, it should be flee if it's properly changing. It is not. So that's what we've been trying to say, and that makes sense, right? Because he is pursuing us still. So we're just not changing to pursue or flee. So what is wrong with this? Because when we change to bat attack, you know, oh, hold on a sec. Bat attack in our bat walk state. See, this is weird. If we're greater than 10 distance, we're going to do our... Okay, bat, okay. It's not bat attack, it's bat walk I'm looking for. Okay, so in our process AI, if we're greater than 10... Okay, so in our attack state, okay. Okay, so I just want to test. Instead of changing it to pursue, no, I don't want it here. We've got to have another... There's got to be another bat walk that's being assigned. Because we're changing to a bat walk after we're hit. We are not. Is that really the only time we're doing a bat walk is from the attack state? Let's try to put flee here and see. Because with this logic, we should never be bat walk. And bat walk should be pursue. But we are pursue. Okay, so from an attack state, once we get hit, once we are bigger. Okay. Oh, it worked. It worked. It fleed. It did flee, so it's got to be something right here. So, pursue. But as soon as we hit it twice and it fleed. We don't want that here. We want to say, if we get knocked back in our attack state, and we are further than 10 pixels, go change to a bat walk state. But what we want to do before that is we want to say, if our entity's health, if our entity's dot health is smaller than or equal to 0, then we want to change our state to flee before we have the opportunity to change to pursue. So bat, flee. Okay. I don't know if this will fix it all around the board, but it should fix it at least from when we're in an attack state. So he's in attack state. We hit. He's in pursue still, so he'll come get us. Now if we hit him again, he'll have 0 health. And he fleed. Nice. Okay. Okay, we still need to, like, remove the bat from the entity table if it's fleeing, right? Or just put him essentially in, like, a graveyard, because there's an issue with that. If we have, say, 3 bats in the entities table, and we remove one because it fleed and left to the screen, our loops might be compromised, because then we have a for loop with a value for I, a limit for the value of I to go out of bounds of the entities that are now in that table. So we could have an issue there. I really want to change this to bat pursue instead of bat walk because that's just driving me crazy. So we'll start in our play state. No, in our declarations, we'll say this isn't bat walk. This is bat pursue. Okay. And we do change our state to entity idle. Oh, but our entity idle needs a state name string to be idle. So we'll add that real quick. We'll go to our entity idle state and we'll add a dot state name to be equal to idle. Okay. So we have a bat pursue, bat idle, entity idle, bat attack, bat flee. Okay. I think that makes sense. So anytime we did have bat walk, we need to have bat pursue. So right here, bat pursue. Let's just test, make sure we didn't break anything, and then we'll keep going. Yep, now we're in idle state. Then we're in pursue state. No? What happened, bro? State machine 49. Why? Bat pursue. Do we not? Bat pursue. Bat pursue returns bat walk state. We didn't change anything other than the name of that thing. Bat pursue. We really don't have a bat walk anywhere. Oh, come on. Bat walk. We don't have a bat walk anywhere, so what are you talking about? If we have it, if we change this back to bat walk, and we change this back to bat walk. Oh, you know what it is? In our declaration. No. This is in our declarations. Idle. Pursue. What the... What? We literally, all we do is change the key and then it's busted. That shouldn't change anything. I don't get why we're crashing here. Change state. Process AI. In function process AI. Change state. Why does it not let us change the name of the state? Dude. Because, yeah, we have... We don't even... Yeah, we don't do anything else that would... I mean, obviously, something's wrong. It's crashing. But we really just can't even change the name of the state, which we do here in the declarations. We say if you're type bat, then your state machine returns a bat walk when we give it a key of bat walk, a bat walk state. So why can't we put bat pursue? I mean, I know this isn't going to work because it has not worked. So what do we do different? In our bat attack state, we change to bat pursue. Okay, so upon an entity idle, we have to change, you know, we have to become in the pursue state at the beginning instantiation. So like, where do we do that? Because entity idle state. Oh, walk. This is why we named it walk. Son of a gun. Okay. We keep it walk. We keep it walk. As silly as that is, we keep it walk. It's because we have it set up as a convention. Our gecko walk. Our bat walk. And whenever it's a type entity, it goes from entity idle to the entity walk upon a trigger. So that's just how we're doing it. We can change that later if we want. But for right now, we're kind of doing it based on the naming convention instead of based on the entity type. So I think that makes sense. And then, let's see. Okay, so I think we need process AI. I don't know if it needs to do anything. Let's see if we still flee to the top left without the process AI. And also, I want them to trigger the bats faster. I should have done that a long time ago. We're also not damage flashing. Shoot, dude. Okay, so this is bat walk. And then let's try it again. We got to turn off the console because that's just causing issues. We aren't flashing anymore. Okay, so it doesn't look, it looks like it's still in pursue instead of flee. So there's, okay, so I think I know what that is from. Right here, if we're in attack state, we're changing to bat flee, but we aren't doing that from the walk state, I don't believe. So in our walk state, when we're processing our AI, first thing we want to do is say, hey, are we dead? If so, let's just go flee. Because it depends on when we collide and cleanse them. If they were within range of them attacking, it would have worked and they would have fleed, but if they were out of reach like that, it wouldn't have. So we'll try to hit him when he's out of reach. There we go. And he does flee. I didn't see it change. I didn't see it change colors or anything. So what we should do is we should change all these parameters, not when we cleanse it and change it to flee. Oh. If we do a bat flee right here, we basically want to I want to say, like, if we're corrupted and our health is dead, let's change to a bat flee. And then when we change to a bat flee, we want to do this stuff, which is let's play our sound. We'll become uncorrupted. We'll inherit our brown bat animations. We should become damage flashing. Damage flash should get true here. Right? Why was this? Yeah, we should become damage flash gets true. I want to say. Okay, it changed to flee state. It is just very, very slow. It is fleeing though. I didn't like, I don't know, it had some weird colors in there. Did it have the damage flashback? I didn't catch it. It does have damage flashback. Okay, so that's good. We just need to give it a much stronger flee direction. Oh, and that time it didn't change. It didn't change to brown. Right? It didn't change to brown there. That time it did. Maybe I was imagining it, and I thought it didn't turn into brown. Come on, dude. Hurry up, hurry up. Oh! Okay, why is that so jacked up? I don't know. I'm starting to blank on it. We know when we change to a bat flea, that could either be here in the attack state, or it could be here in the walk state. So I'm going to say, let's just change our animations of our entity to the brown bat before we change our state to flea. And then we're also going to do that in the attack state and say when we change it to flea, we're also going to get the brown bat, just because we're not getting the consistent brown bat when we're in flea state. So let's see. I didn't see it turn brown, that's for sure. Okay, it's not create animations, it's change animations, right? Change animation, that's the one we need. Change animation to bat in the attack state as well as the walk state. Yeah, it shouldn't be create animations. Let's see. Oy, okay. Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna get rid in our conf here. We're gonna get rid of this data console because that is just the death of me. And then we do need to create animations for the bat. Which, oh dude, we're doing it. Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. Okay, we might need to create animation and then change into it. How are we doing it with Gecko? Yeah, how are we doing it with Gecko? So Gecko walk state, we just create animations. Oh, but we assign it into the dot animations table. Okay, so that's got to be what we missed. Okay, so we don't change animation. We create animations and assign it into the dot animation for our entity. That should fix it. Okay, and we did that for the regular bat, the brown bat entity or atlas, and then bat walk state, which means we need it also in the attack state, and we need it to be like that. We could also just put it in the flea state in the init, so maybe we'll do that. So let's just test it. Let's see. Okay, we hit once. Okay, next hit we do, he should turn brown. Nice. So we cleansed him, and then he just goes off on his way. And we don't have collision because we're not checking for collision with collected stuff. So let's worry about trying to get his DX to be faster, right? We could do, let's just do a random direction. So like we can say, I'm trying to think because I know math.random takes in like I think this, oh, see, look, a float in the range. Okay. So I kind of want, I want basically a random either up and to the left, up and to the right, down and to the right, or down and to the left. Like any diagonal I want it to go in. So if we want a random diagonal, we need to assign our dx either to be a positive, let's say 20, or a negative 20, and our y to be a positive, let's say 20 or negative 20. So maybe we can, I don't know, I feel like it's not that hard. But when we do this returns an integer in the range of m and n, which doesn't help us. We want, okay, I got an idea. Okay, so what we can do is we can say flee table or something, and we have a table, and it's just a value. It's just either 20 or negative 20. And then we say, let us get assigned a random index. So we'll say random index, and this is where we can use the random integer, right? If we pass in an integer, it returns an integer in the range. Returns an integer in the range. Okay. So we can give it an m and n, two integers, and it will return an integer in the range. So we want it to be random, and we want it to either be index 1 or index 2. So it'll give us either index 1 or index 2. We'll put that in the random index in the fleeState init, and then we have a number 1 or 2. Then we want to assign from our flee table an index of our random index. So sure, there's a better way to do that. This is just my late night brain. So we're going to say, let's put self.random index for both our dx and dy. So, but this would give it the same. Yeah, so the thing is, I want a consistent velocity, Loki. Like, I want it to be, let's say 20, but I want that 20 to either be positive or negative. So that's why I came up with this index idea, because it's like the randomness is either 1 or 2, and 1 or 2 will either pick the positive range or the negative range. So it's almost like we can do 2 random indexes just because they're not the same every time. And this is so, I mean, I'm sure there's a better way. We can ask Chat God what they think about this. So we can say that random index 1 is going to be the first value. Okay. So now let's see. Let's see if 20 is looking okay for it. It should be 5 times faster than it used to be. I didn't see it change. To brown. It should have changed to brown. Okay, there's 1 hit, so the next hit it should change. And then let's see if it changes to brown. It doesn't. It fleed, but it did not change to brown. And we do it in the walk state. We say dot animation. And then dot animation gets create animations. Yeah, it's the same line of code there. So let's try it here. We'll put it in our fleeState instead. And we'll say the animation of our entity is now the create animations with the brown bat. And we'll try that. I really thought, I thought I would get this stuff done yesterday. Okay, I didn't see. Ay, dude. That just didn't work at all. And it like broke other stuff, so it's just bad. Okay, let me take a look at the where do we do this? Create animations for bat. Oh, we do it everywhere. Okay, here. This is stupid. We shouldn't do this. Oh, it's dot animations with an S. It's dot animations with an S. Why do we do this? Why do we do this like this? Okay. So it's a dot animations table. Okay. So when we go in our bat attack state, we're gonna do right here dot animations with an S. And then in our walk state, we're gonna do dot animations with an S. Okay. If this doesn't fix it, it's crying time. Okay, we get the damage flash. Now we should be brown and we should get a random direction of flee. Okay, looks like he's going top left, but it is still very slow. That doesn't look like 20 to me on the DX. Looks like it's a walk speed, which is, yeah. So we need to change the walk speed, but the walk speed doesn't change the direction. So, it's because I don't know of a better way to have done this. But hey, Magnetonics, yo, thanks for the raid, dude. Hey, how was your stream? Thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. We're working on the bat entities flying away once we've hit them with 2 spells. So we're trying to get them to go in different directions each time. Nice. Yeah, I saw you went live, but I had to get ready for my stream, so I didn't pop in and say hi, but probably should have. Oh, here, before I forget, I gotta give you the shout out. Sweet. Yeah, thanks for the raid, dude. Welcome in if you raiders are new to the channel. I'm doing some game development. We're making a game with some spell casting. It's like a well, I can't even walk out of the cave right now. But we're working on these bat entities, and they fly towards us, and they track our position, and then they attack once they're close enough. And then also we can hit them, and then also turn them into friendlies as they fly away. So we're trying to get the speed at which they're flying away faster, and then also random directions. So we've had not the greatest success with that, but I want to test something here. If we do walk speed, yeah, let me see if we do a... I don't know if it's camel case. Yeah, it is camel case. Okay, so we're trying to modify the walk speed. Let's just get rid of this for now. Okay, walk speed will be either positive 20 or negative 20. That should speed it up. No, the background song is actually music that I coded with Sonic Pi. So here's the code for it, and it's running live. Like while we're streaming, it's running through the code right here. So it's just ambient music from Sonic Pi. Yo, hey, Magnetonics, thank you. I totally get it. Have a good night. Thanks for the raid. Yeah, I hope you sleep well. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. I don't get why Damage Flash just sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Ay, and we're still slow as hell. Okay, I thought that would fix it. So changing the DX, like I'm gonna see if we do this, because we're changing our entity location based on DX. So at this point, I wonder if it just stays still. Yeah. So Mr. Spudcake, I've got a GitHub repo with the music. If you ever want to recreate it in Sonic Pi, it's on my github.com/findingfocus/music. I think it's called. Let me find it for you. I want to say it was just. Oh, it's called Sonic Pi. So yeah, the stuff you're listening to is there on the Git repo. And what's up, Squinch? How's it going? Yeah, like give it a shot. So like Sonic Pi it works on Linux, Mac, and Windows. So whatever you've got, it can run. And then there's also a bunch of examples that they provide for the code so that you can see how it works, and then you can code your own version. So I'm just realizing that we kind of doubled up on some of this stuff, so I might have to go edit that. Okay, so we took out the X position in the update for the fleeState, so I'm hoping that we just stay stationary once we change into a fleeState. And if that's the case, then we can worry about getting... No. What the f... Okay, so I think what's happening here, we're not doing anything in the update or the process AI for the state machine. So I think what that means is that our entity class is doing stuff. Yo, Hypnotic, hey, thank you for the raid. Yo, hey, welcome in. How was your stream? We just got like a double back-to-back raid here. This is a test to see how fast I can type Hypnotic Games for a shout out. Yo. Yeah, hey, welcome in everybody. So we're building a top-down adventure game in the style of kind of Link's Awakening here. So I can't show it off much because leaving the dungeon right now crashes us, but we're working on, we've got this little bat that'll track us, and then once it gets close enough, it'll spit and attack us, and then we can also cast our spell and knock him away, and we're just trying to figure out why he does different things. When he flees, he's supposed to fly off a lot faster than that and in a random direction. So we're trying to fix that. Yeah, I hope you had a great stream, Hypnotic. Yeah, I totally get. I know your sessions are long, so do what you got to do and take a break or go to sleep or whatever you got to do. Totally get it. Thanks for the raid, dude. So I think what's happening... Oh gosh, and then ads, of course, are like right here. I think what's happening here is we're not actually updating in the state machine, but we are updating the entity itself. So I think that's the issue that has been causing the bats to fly away once we open the chest. Like right here, if we open the treasure chest, we have to wait till he's moving. So once the bat's moving, then we can open this and then see how he just flies away all crazy fast. We've been trying to fix that issue for a couple days now, and I haven't been able to track it down. But this gives us an insight to it because we're not doing any AI or updating, yet our bat is still updating in the fleeState. So I think that means that we're still updating all of our entities regardless of the state machine. So instead of, like, we really should only update the entities in the state machine they're in, not in the... We just shouldn't update them willy-nilly because that's incorrect. So we do... See how we do update the state machine here. And we've got a couple of stuff like the particle systems for the geckos. But then... Okay, so this might be... This is like... Hey, you know what? Yeah, this is so messy. This should be... When I think about it, it's like the stuff that exists... Are you updating every frame on the bat, and should you do a zoom value and leave it alone? I don't know what you mean by zoom value. Because, well, right now, I thought I wasn't updating the bat at all in fleeState because we took it out. So that's why I'm trying to figure out how it's getting its X and Y positions updated over time if our fleeState doesn't have any logic to it. So I think we might have a residual DX and DY. And outside in the entity class, we're updating our entities, which has a bunch of stuff that exists outside of the state machine, because stuff like slowing down to a stop should exist outside of the attack state, because once it's in the attack state and it gets hit, once it passes the threshold of being in the attack state, it changes to a pursue state. But regardless of what state those are in, it needs to slow down to a stop. So I think we just need to flush our DX and DY. And if we don't stop updating at that point, then I really don't know what to do. So we'll try that, where we'll just flush our... If we trigger our fleeState, let's just flush our DX and DY. And then if we're still moving after that, yeah, and Pocket, that's something I've been trying to figure out too. It's like, as my game gets bigger, it's harder and harder for me to understand how, like, the flow state, right? See, son of a bitch. Okay. So it's still moving even though we don't have a DX or DY. Let's maybe also try flushing the walk speed, because I think we're updating based on the walk speed somewhere. We're only doing that in the walk state, which we aren't in the walk state, so this is a little tricky for me. I don't see why we would be moving in the fleeState without a DX, DY, or walk speed. So let's see. Oh no! That's like, it's close to what behavior I want when I'm done with this feature, but that's like the complete opposite of what I expected. Like, why does setting walk speed to 0 make him fly way faster? That is so weird. Jesus. Okay, we've got to be doing something. Oh, well, Okay, well we do walk speed here, so let's not change walk speed just yet, and I think we'll stay stationary here. And Pocket Oracle, we're in the Love2d engine, coding in Lua, the scripting language. Okay, we lost our damage flash. We should be able to get that back. Son of a bitch. Why does he fly so fast? Yo, not... Yeah, we just render... Okay, so... It's gotta be in the... Yeah, and this entity walk state, we're not even actually using this anymore. We took it out into a bat walk state and a gecko walk state, so it has to be in the entity class that we're doing this stuff. So do we have any walk speed usage here? No, we just snag it from the definitions. So do we have any lingering dx or dy update in our entity class? I guess it's easier to look. Well, look at this. I left us a note saying, should we nest this because it's causing bugs? And then I just left it in the code base. So try setting a threshold before it runs away. The threshold is when the health is 0 or smaller than 0. Yeah, sorry about ads. I tried to delay them because you guys came in right at the raid. I'm sorry. Sorry. Okay. So the slow to stop, I think this is fine. Oh, and you know what? Yeah, see, this is weird. Because when we're updating the logic to like have the bat move, let's take a look at that, because bat walk state should have something where we're updating the X and Y position, right? Based on whatever part. Okay. Okay, so okay, we do need to take into account, since the bat's updating its X and Y position based on DX here and DY, we can't just skid to a stop here. Yeah, we do need to nest in self-hit, because we don't want to just slow it down to a stop, because that, you know, this is crazy, because I don't see how our logic would be working for the attack state and walk state, since this is the case. I would think that this one would overwrite anything we give in our attack state. Let's take it out real quick and see what happens. So like, we'll take this out. See, and then this is another point of mistake, because our entity class, we are updating our X and Y based on our DX and our DY. But then in our state machine, we're also doing that, aren't we? Like in our walk state, yeah, we're also doing it in the walk state. So that should be like double dipping, which we shouldn't need. I'm gonna try to take this out too and just see what happens. We should still move, and it should probably be half as fast. Looks about the same, but now it won't slow to a stop. Yeah, it just gets flung out. So we do need to slow down our DX if we're hit. So if we're hit, we need to slow down to a stop. Now, I don't think we're triggering hit at the moment. Let's see where we do our knockback for our bats. Okay, so if it's a type bat, we don't become hit. Yes, we do right here. Okay, so if we're hit, we slow to a stop. Okay, and then if we have stopped, we're no longer hit. Okay, cool. So now we should skid to a stop, and then I'm hoping, let's see. Okay, and then didn't do a knockback. Son of a bitch. This is just not what I'm expecting at all. Yo, why did the knockback not get triggered at all? You know, well, we update our DX here. And DY. And then we don't update here. We update either in the walk state or the attack state. So, okay, so maybe the move is we take, let's take out, and it doesn't even exist in the attack state where we're updating based on DX DY. So let's take it out of the walk state, and the entity itself will do this, which makes sense because it's like no matter what state we're in, we need to update our position by our velocity. So let's do that. Yes, and then it's not, we'll take out the entity and just be self. Okay. Yeah, let's do that in the entity class. Okay, let's see if our stuff is a little more predictable. So we're still tracking. We still get the DX DY updating. If we knock back, okay, that's a normal knockback. Okay, nice. And then he did change his direction here. So we should, I mean, the thing is, he's still moving. So we didn't, yes, there's not a official 3D. There's a great streamer though named Prosto. I'll type it in his name. It's Prosto. So if you check out his Twitch, he's building like a full-on like Minecraft style original game in Love2d. I have no idea how he's doing it, but it's like literally like vanilla Love2d, and he's doing crazy 3D stuff. So I missed the original comment from that about it doesn't use Love2d. Is there a way to export or convert a Love2d game so it doesn't use Love2d anymore, like its own thing? .exe. Yeah, so you can compile it into executables, which I've done for the game for like you can do, and it's pretty great because in like right here, if you go to the releases in the repo, they're all .zips, but if you unzip them, this is a .exe, and the OSX, I'm forgetting what the OSX was unzipped. Let me see. It's a .app, which I think you just double click in Mac and it works. So you can, it doesn't have to, basically, you can package the engine with the executable and make it a .exe or a .app. So there's that. Grooveburger 3D, Grover Burger. I'll have to check that out. Yeah, so Pocket, that sounds like what I'm kind of trying to do. Like, basically I'm saying, like, if they're hit, slow down to a stop, like slow down their DXDY to a stop. But the issue right now I'm having is that I can't figure out why he's even moving. I can't figure out why he's moving in any direction once we change to a fleeState, because we're setting our DX and DY to 0. We have nothing in the AI or the update for the fleeState, and our entity class doesn't assign DX or DY to be any sort of constant value to have us move up and to the left like we're doing. So I'm trying to track down why he's even moving. I guess we could print up its DX and DY and see if that's the case, or if maybe it's updating by its walk speed for some reason. So maybe we can try that. Let's do. We can put. I think in our fleeState. Yeah, let's try that. Let's in our fleeState, we'll just put a print of its DX and DY. Okay, so if we're in fleeState, it should print up its DX and DY, and we can see if they're really 0 or if they're carrying over. What the? I can't even move right now. I don't know what he did to me. He like knocked me out of bounds. Son of a... Why is that different? That is not what he just did last time we tried. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, he's not... Why is he so much faster this time? Like, what is going on? It's so baffling to me that it can get this out of hand. You know, I don't think I do have him flipped, because it says he's in flee. I mean, one thing that's bad about it is that I'm rendering the state still. If I go and turn that off, yeah, we'll turn that off. See, he has like a wild... He's got a wild DX and DY, but it's not doing the slow move like we just were testing. So, like, that's extra confusing. I'm going to try to hit him from the other side and see if it's any different. Gosh, I got to speed him up so I don't have to wait so long to test it. Okay, let's try to hit him on this side. He still flies just down and to the right. And he didn't change his animation either, so... Yeah, let's see. We do have... I don't know where it is. There's so many things wrong right now. So what I don't get is what is causing this dx dy adjustment, because when we're in fleeState, we're flushing it right here. So that's got to be something in the entity class, but I didn't see anything in the update, because we're not processing AI in the update we're in, so it has to be something here. We're updating our position based on our velocity, and then we only change our dx if we're hit, and if our dx ever gets to 0, we are no longer hit, and that just slows us down to a stop. If we have a value that isn't 0, and then we're also changing our dx dy based on the knockback, but only if we collide and we're not already hit. So like our spell collides and not already hit. We're also, and this is for a gecko, so that doesn't matter, we're not doing anything in the state machine update, so that wouldn't change dx dy. Okay, yeah, so I have no idea where the dx and dy are coming from when we change from an attack state to a flee state. Why? For some reason, the spitball is just like killing us now. Like we can't even walk once we get hit by a spitball. What the? It's like it's still applying velocity to us. What the? What the? Oh my god. Yeah. We screwed something up in our slow to stop here. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Okay. You know, I couldn't tell you what is happening. Oh, that was bad. Yeah, something we changed in the entity class. I think when we took out, you know, I don't know what it is. I could not tell you. I think it's when we changed the DX out from our... See, look, we took this out. We took out... No, we didn't. This is... Okay, so where would this have screwed up our player? Probably in the entity class, right? Okay, so what is it? It has to be in the entity class. Okay, so we're only slowing to stop if we're hit. That has to be it. But maybe what we can do, yeah, let's just take out the if self hit. I left a note there that said maybe Nest was causing bugs. So like the last time I tried to work on this, I probably just gave up. Where is it? Yeah, let's take out the if self.hit, because I don't know if our player is functioning with the self.hit. Let's see if spitballs totally screw us up. No, they don't. Okay. Okay, so we need to figure that out, but let's see what its behavior is once we're in flee. Do we still have a DX and DY? That is ridiculous. We have to be changing it somewhere in our flee state. Now, we were experimenting with that. Let's try to just manually set it to 0 one at a time here, just because I don't know what's going wrong. Okay, so do we still have... And you know what? Maybe we can oh my gosh. Maybe we can only do, are we only doing knockback if we're corrupted? Because if we're not corrupted, we shouldn't inherit any sort of DX. We should let the fleeState handle that. So when we do this, yeah, we only do it if we are corrupted. We give a spell knockback. So as long as we're not corrupted... Yeah, as in our fleeState, we change to not corrupted. Yeah, corrupted is false. Okay. I don't see where we are changing the animation to the brown bat. It should be like this: self.entity dot animations with an S gets, and then we go into the entity and we run the create animations and we give it the uncorrupted bat key. Okay, maybe that will work. I'm just looking for a brown bat at this point. Once it's in fleeState. Jesus, why does he fly like that, man? Like, if we were to say, let's just update our DX and DY to always be 0, will that kind of hold him in place? Because it's like, where is he getting those values from? See, look at that, man. We have a DX and DY of 0, yet we're still moving. Oh, I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you. I think I'm overthinking it too. I think I just need a fresh set of eyes on it a little later. So I think I'll call it a night here. And we'll get the fleeState fully working tomorrow, because at least we got him changing to brown and uncorrupted, which means he's got the brown bat energy. But son of a bitch. Okay, yeah, I need a break. We'll track it down why it's doing such weird things tomorrow. For now, we'll say that what did we even do? We just handled the fleeState. All we did is change to the fleeState and change our outfit, I guess. Let me double check our get diff here and see what we literally did. So we added back in our fleeState. We fixed some animation creation in the bat attack state as well as walk state, and then we change our state to flee if we're at 0 or less health. And then we have a bunch of failed testing for the fleeState DX update. Yeah, and then the walk state we changed to fleeState if we don't have health, and then we also gave us state names for debugging. So I guess I'll just call this added fleeState for for bat entities. Okay. Yep. We'll call it a night. I do want to show, if you guys are still here, I'll show there is a music aspect to the game too. So you can equip your loot, and you can have different spells attached and equipped, different tunics equipped, and then it's kind of like a Guitar Hero mini game where you play the different strings and the different frets. And then, of course, I am very bad at it, but we'll be writing songs for it. So at the end of certain biomes, you'll get like a sheet music, ancient tome of like sheet music, and then if you play it and win the Guitar Hero game, you'll unlock the next biome essentially. So there's going to be like a little bit of puzzle solving, a little bit of music, a little bit of magic, and then some like world building and stuff in the game. So I'm excited. I'm trying to get the demo ready. We're on the road to the demo for the Steam release, so we're trying to get a full dungeon ready. So we made these pushable objects. We have like these readable signs. You can talk to NPCs over here, and you can push these crates around, and you can't push them through one another, but you can push them if there's nothing on the other side, and then also you can break them and get the coins that are inside, at least for that. So in our dungeon, we'll have little pits that you can fall into, and then bats that we're working on right now that'll be in the way, and then there'll be basically boulders and little like Sokoban style puzzles that you have to push the crates out of the way. The bats spitting at you will knock you off the cliff into the pits and stuff, and then you basically get to the end of the dungeon, and the end of the dungeon will get you some treasure in the treasure chest, essentially. So we're gonna try to figure that out for the demo, and then we've got some like particle systems and other stuff in place, and the game. So like we basically got all the blueprints for like making the game. So now we just need to design the game. So we've got a lot of the boring stuff out of the way. So now we're just working on the tough stuff, like adding new enemies and scripted events and stuff like that. So, yo, hope you like it, Pocket. Thanks for tuning in. I'll raid the I'll read through the chat log, and I'll do what you said. But I totally agree with you that I totally agree with you. Just reorganize it, because I think I was doing double stuff in a couple of locations, and I think it was kind of canceling out one another. So I'll take your advice, and we'll see if we can fix it tomorrow. So thanks for watching. I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully we can get some more good stuff done. Thanks to all of our accredited supporters who have officially secured the funding to get it posted on Steam when we get around to it. So yeah, hey, thanks for hanging, Loki. I appreciate you. Thanks for the follow, Pocket. I appreciate it. Thanks for all the raids, guys. We'll return the favor. We'll raid somebody. It looks like Val is streaming. As long as I try to always raid people who are actually programming, and it looks like he's working on programming. So we'll raid out to Fal and call it a night. Yeah, thanks for all the support, everyone. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a good night. Drink some water, by the way, too. Hour 35? Fal is on hour 35? Or me? Yeah, I'm at an hour 35. That's about my limit. I don't really stream more than 2 hours. That's okay. Hey, Von Goit, thanks for hanging. Yeah, have fun over there.
Finding focus? What? All right.